All right, so if you're like me, you're out and you're shopping around, you're trying to find the perfect bag to take with you on your next flight around the country or overseas. And I looked and looked and looked, and I've tried to find what is the absolute best bag to have as your personal carry item when you don't want to have a huge backpack on your back and just want something that's more sling-like. I went out there and looked, and there's a bunch of options, and there's some great options, but they all tend to be a little bit smaller, or they become way too big and become a laptop briefcase, basically. And so I want to talk about today what is my favorite, which is the Alpaka bag. This is a great kind of EDC bag, but also a great travel bag. So this particular one is the Bravo Sling Max version 2. It's $159 MSRP. For this particular version, which comes in the x-pac ripstop nylon. They do have several different other colorways that you can do, and they also have the Axio Grid 300D nylon, which is a little bit cheaper at $139. But you can get this in black or green, or they kind of have a brownish color, and they even have some premium colors like a cadmium green and a Bahama blue that they have as well right now, if you want to mix it up a little bit. But the reason why I like this bag is that it is the perfect size. 10 liters of space, and it has some really nice features. So it's got this nice orange vibrant material here, so when you're in a dark plane or something, and maybe a dark hotel room, when you open it up, it's easy to identify what you want and grab it out of here. And so it has a couple of different pockets. It has, the main compartment here. It has a nice front zipper compartment as well with their quick connect system that they have. They have a bunch of different accessories you can put on here. So if you want a key ring like this, or something to hold your passport or anything like that, they've got some nice connections there. And then there is a nice compartment on top that you can open up as well here with a waterproof seal that has nice protectant inside. And then on the back, there is a nice hidden compartment as well in here too. So I'll walk you through those in a minute. But there's also a nice padded strap. So I will say the one negative about this bag is that I had to purchase this particular strap extra. It does come with a nice strap. It is very similar, but it's just shorter. And I, in particular, am 6'3", a little bit bigger guy. So when I put this thing on, it sat way too high on my body. So this is their longer version, and I actually have this adjusted as far out as it will go, and it fits perfectly now, but I had to buy this extra. And this is a common complaint about this bag online, that you do have to spend a little bit extra if you're, say, over probably 5'10", to have that adjustability to get this. Now, if you're under that 5'10" mark, you're going to be fine with the one that comes with it. But if you're a little bit bigger or taller person, you're going to probably want this. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy off just so it makes it easier to manipulate the bag. But this is a really nice strap. This foam on here is nice and squishy, and you have the cool geometric pattern on it as well. And you have some attachment points if you want to do anything with that. And the buckles are nice as well. Really good material here. And you have the quick connect kind of mechanism that you use here that just kind of snap locks down in. It has a nice swivel joint. So it is really nice. So looking at the bag and its compartments and the materials, right? So the x-pac ripstop material is really nice. I've had this on many different bags. I've got it on my daily backpack that I use from another brand. I've also got it on my golf bag, and it holds up super well. You can get little white streaks if you get a real kind of cut onto it, but that's few and far between. I've carried this a lot. I've carried all my other bags a lot, and they don't have any of those type of marks. So the x-pac holds up really great. I can't recommend that material enough. It's very lightweight and very durable. But you do have this nice kind of like ballistic nylon material at the bottom too, which is just going to give you extra protectant. So here in this kind of front compartment, if we look at it, You do have two big pockets here in the back. You've got two big pockets in the front that aren't quite as deep, but still pretty big. You've got that quick connect leash point. You've got a mesh pocket there as well. And you've got some webbing, so stuff's not going to fall out of the side here if you open it up. So this is a really nice compartment. I tend to use this a lot to put maybe like a battery pack in here to carry. You can do that there. I usually carry two because I go on some longer flights. So I'll carry one bigger one on the internal and one smaller one out here. Great spot right here for like your headphones, the cords that you need to get to easily. You know, great spot for keys and little things like the adapters for headphones for an airline flight. So just a nice little compartment here. Nothing crazy, not too much organization, but it's just the right amount for me. Then you get to the main compartment here. And so one thing I really like, you probably can see from the outside, there is a connection point here where you can connect up a USB. So you can plug this into your power bank, slide it nicely down inside here and have that out of the way. And then when you're walking around, plug in your phone or whatever and have it carrying with you. So you can have it charging. So that's nice. And these are some really big pockets. So typically in these, you know, I'll keep, like I said, a big power bank in one. And then this other one here, you could do something like a little video game system. You could put in there, a Kindle would fit nicely in there or something like that. And then you still have this nice big compartment. So typically I'll do like a little storage organizer down inside there. My headphones, like my big Bose Quiet Comfort style on-ear headphones will go down in there as well and fold up nicely. So just a nice little area that you can throw anything in. And then you have an area for like your iPad there. So, you know, if you have a smaller version iPad, fits really great. You know, this is one of the smaller Pro variants, and you can see there's quite a bit of room in there still. And then even if you go to the larger variant, which I'll grab really quick here so that we can look at as well, you're still going to have plenty of room for this guy to fit down in there. And this will technically fit up to a 14-inch MacBook Pro as well. It is a little bit of a tight fit. I will say the one drawback to this bag is if you don't have a MacBook and you've got kind of a Windows PC, or if you've got a Dell from work and you're trying to take this bag with you on a longer trip, if it's a 14-inch from anything other than a MacBook or that kind of slim profile that MacBooks have, or if you have like a 15-inch or 16-inch, they will not fit in this bag. So you do have to go a little bit smaller with your laptop. But if it's in there, great. You can throw, you know, like a Switch in there if you wanted to. Instead, if you just had one iPad or one laptop, but you can get an iPad in here or in here, and you can still get a MacBook and vice versa. I think you'd want to do the MacBook in here because this has more space, and then you could do the iPad or whatever in here. And you've got these nice little pockets here where you can put your Apple Pencil if you need it, or a stylus or pens, you know, or anything else like a little charger or something as well. Fits nicely down there and it's all protected. I do think these are pretty deep, so they're maybe a little deeper than they need to be, but still it's nice that it's all nice and padded in here as well. Then you do have a nice little handle on the back here to hold it or to use as a pass-through to put around your luggage, which is really nice. That dual functionality. And it just is kind of flat out of the way against your body when you're not using it. And then you have the back part here, which has a nice zipper that kind of can fold down into this trough. So it's a little bit safer, and again, it's up against your body. So this is where you're going to want to put your passport, your important documents, maybe your wallet, and kind of keep it out of the way. The only thing I don't love about it, waterproof, waterproof, waterproof. But the place where you're going to put your important documents is not waterproof. So I would love to have seen that be a waterproof zipper as well. But these are all nice YKK zippers, which, you know, if you've been looking at bags long, you've probably heard people talk about YKK. They're just nice, high-quality zippers that just work, and they're nice and smooth. Even the waterproof ones on this one are great. Some waterproof ones can be quite sticky. So really great form factor size bag. It can fit everything you need. The only areas where really I think they could improve are with having the longer strap. And if you're somebody that carries a water bottle with you when you fly, it might be nice to have a little bit more of an attachment point with their proprietary, connectors here for the strap. You don't really have a great place to put a carabiner. You can kind of do one here inside these little loops for the handle. You could fit something in there, but that's going to keep it closer to your body than you probably want. So there's not really a great place that you can kind of lash on a water bottle, and there's not a pocket for one. But outside of that and the strap, this is a fantastic bag. I should say there is also a little ring down here at the bottom, so if you want to hang something off the bottom, you can as well. But this is my go-to bag when I want to kind of do a lighter travel on an airplane. I don't want to bring my full book bag. I just want to have something quick and easy. I've got my small carry-on suitcase, and then I want something that's going to have my iPad, my Kindle, my headphones, and just the essentials that I need for that travel. This is the thing that I'm going to go with. So again, Bravo Sling Max 2 by Alpaka. Alpaka makes great stuff, and I really like this bag, and I think it is really the best kind of larger form factor bag out there today. Now, if you're listening, Alpaka, I would love to review your new bag. They did just release one called the Flow Satchel, which is a 4-liter bag. So a little bit smaller since this one technically is 10 liters, but I've seen some videos and pictures of it already, and it looks like it holds things really well, and it solves some of the issues that we have with this one with an exterior leash point and a water bottle pocket. So I might be reaching out trying to get one of those and see if I can review that as well. But for right now, this is kind of the best personal carry-on item bag that I have found for going on quick flights and things around the country. So thank you for watching. This bag will be linked down below, so make sure to go click on that link if you want to buy one. It helps the channel so I can get more products to review and bring to you guys. Check out my other videos about EDC items. We do EDC pocket items, so think pocket knives, flashlights, pins, wallets, things like that. We do travel accessories. We do EDC items related to tools, because you need tool EDC items too in your home, in your car, wherever else. So if those are things you're interested in, like, subscribe. It'll help out the channel, help me grow, and help bring you more content. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.